Why people steal electricity in Pakistan. Electricity theft in Pakistan is a widespread and persistent problem. It occurs across rural and urban areas and involves not just poor individuals, but often businesses, institutions, and sometimes even with political backing. Below is a detailed explanation of why people steal electricity in Pakistan, with examples and context. Why people steal electricity in Pakistan. 1. High electricity prices. Pakistan has one of the highest per-unit electricity prices in the region due to rising fuel costs, circular debt, and system inefficiencies. Many low-income families cannot afford to pay the actual bill, especially during hot summers when air conditioners and fans are necessary. Example: in parts of Karachi, where temperatures exceed 45 degrees, people in slums connect wires illegally, known as kundas, just to run fans or small fridges. 2. Poverty and unemployment. Many households live below the poverty line and cannot afford basic utilities. For them, electricity theft is seen as a survival necessity, not a crime. Example: in rural Sindh or South Punjab, some communities illegally tap electricity poles to light their homes or run small tube wells for farming. 3. Lack of accountability and weak enforcement. The power distribution companies, DISCOs, have poor enforcement capacity. Even when theft is detected, bribes or political connections often help the offenders avoid punishment. Example: in parts of Peshawar, electricity theft continues despite raids because local influential people threaten or intimidate enforcement staff. 4. Inefficient power distribution system. Outdated infrastructure, like old meters and broken transformers, creates loopholes easily exploited by both insiders and consumers. Line losses, technical and theft combined, reach 25% or more in some areas. Example: in some towns of Balochistan, people bypass the meters with the help of corrupt meter readers or use magnets to slow down readings. Culture of non-payment. In some areas, especially where the government is seen as corrupt or ineffective, people believe they are justified in stealing electricity. It becomes a collective practice. Everyone does it, so why not me? Example: in parts of interior Sindh or tribal regions, entire neighborhoods run on stolen electricity with full knowledge of local authorities. 6. Illegal housing and slums. Kachi abadis, informal settlements, don't have legal access to utilities because they're not officially registered. People have no choice but to steal electricity through kunda systems. Example: in Islamabad's slum areas, e.g., I-10 or Bari Imam, residents use wires hung from poles or neighbors' lines to run essential appliances. 7. Industries and commercial use. Some factories, shops, and even government offices tamper with meters or bypass them completely to avoid high commercial electricity tariffs. Example: a marble factory in Mardan was found running an entire production unit by bypassing its industrial meter, costing millions in losses to WAPDE. Consequences of electricity: theft, increased load shedding for paying consumers. Bill burden shifted to honest users through higher tariffs. Huge financial losses to power companies, over $300 billion annually. Investment discouragement in energy sector due to poor returns. Worsening of the circular debt crisis. What can be done? Upgrading infrastructure, e.g., smart meters, underground cables. Subsidized electricity for the poorest, but strict enforcement for others. Public awareness campaigns about the cost of theft. Depoliticizing enforcement and empowering DISCOs. Rewarding whistleblowers and strengthening anti-theft laws. Conclusion: electricity theft in Pakistan is a complex problem driven by poverty, governance failure, weak enforcement, and cultural attitudes. Without systemic reform, the honest consumer continues to suffer, and the power sector remains in crisis.